I know. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man. What are we doing here? What is up, everybody? Welcome into the pregame show. Let's go!
Ooh, that was so good. Exercising some demons.
All right, is that what you were doing? Like exercising them? Like getting them out
I
of
was
you?
getting them in better shape.
Better shape. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't know which exercise you were doing. Guys, we're presented as always by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Downloaded it right now. Use promo code DNVR, and later on in the show, that man over there will make all of your wildest dreams come absolutely true, or at least make you $5 on a parlay. I don't know.
As long as, especially if your dreams include selling out your own team for profit.
That's exactly what he's going to do for us tonight.
It's a betting show. I think bets.
I'm just saying.
I didn't know it was like just only Nuggets bets. Y'all should have had some caveats or something like that.
I thought it was implied. I thought it was obvious.
Why would that be implied?
I just wanted to be clear to the people that their dreams might not come through your picks.
They might not. Guys, the Nuggets are hosting the Los Angeles Lakers. The 0-4, is it? 0-4 Los Angeles Lakers. They come to town. We're going to preview all of that game, including who's out. Some surprising guys out. We're also going to look around the internet. Some things have happened on the internet lately that we can comment on, including a Nuggets uniform, new uniform, throwback uniform, and of course we have this genius, Dev, to break it all down for us, what it means. But first, we have D-Line Co. Comandante D-Line.
Comandante D-Line?
You have a green
I have a
military jacket.
I mean, there's nothing military about this.
Well, you don't have any medals, which would like reflect
my
real life.
stolen valor. If I just show up in a full army regalia.
Is that all you're what for the intro today? Did I not throw you a good assist to introduce yourself?
It was an insult. What's up, guys?
There it is.
Great to be here. Can't wait to beat the Lakers up on national television. Definitely not worried.
What is your confidence to worried
Listen,
scale right now?
I've actually been finding myself in the position of being the therapist for a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to say it. I'm a little nervous. So I'm like, shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what are you nervous? The Nuggets have, this is what happens in an NBA season. The vibes go up, the vibes go down, the vibes go up, the vibes go down. We just got our tails kicked in by specifically Anthony Simons, and it feels like the world, like the world is falling. We can't.
You need a bigger sample size before you can realize that these things just kind of go like this. Because right now it's just like,
yeah, dude.
The most recent thing is like 25% of the season, and it was bad.
And it was not. It was bad.
It was bad. So we've also got Superstar Dev in the house.
The thing is, like your panic meter, is probably not worse than the Lakers' panic meter. Like those fans have to be down bad. I feel like it's a desperate game for like both teams, like desperation game where they both have to just try to right the ship. And also, everybody knows like you got to get excited when you're playing against the Lakers. It don't matter how bad they are. You just want to beat them every single time. So I'm excited for tonight's game.
You say that with the confidence of a man wearing regular shoes. How would you rate these shoes that he has? Are those shoes or are they slippers?
These are shoes.
Are these from the Yeezy collection?
They are.
So we have to judge them in a different way.
Wow. Good thing Wynn's not here.
They do look like they're from the future. They also look like they are from a distant past. But all the same, there are nothing that Adam and I could ever wear under any circumstance. But they look great on Dev.
I'm so out of the loop. I didn't even realize these were Yeezys. They look so weird. They look like
that's
socks.
what every Yeezy is. Yes.
Yeah. So guys, some notes tonight. Michael Porter, as we all saw, I wasn't on the last show. Michael Porter, as we all saw at some point in that game, I think it was the second quarter. It was actually kind of early. He goes up, gets challenged by Nurkic, finishes the basket, gets a bucket, but then starts walking back, and they get a close-up of him, and he kind of looks a little like his back hurt or something, or he was walking the way I would walk if his back hurt. Now, he stayed in the game. He made some threes, and we thought, okay, nothing of it. I saw some of the tweets, and then I saw people getting mad. Why are you trying to stir stuff up? You know, did the people like Andy Bailey put it out there? Why are you trying to stir stuff up? I was like, guys, did you not watch? He looked like he looks like he's running weird. I don't know. Like, it's just a thing to note. Not trying to be incendiary. Well, today we find out, or actually it was more yesterday, but we find out today officially that he is out for tonight's game. Eric, I know you guys have talked about this. Actually, I'll start with you, Dev. What do you make of this news? You know, what is your sort of like, how do you contextualize the information we have with MPJ?
Originally, it gave me fear just because we've seen this before, where he just got hurt, like, or injured in the middle of a play, that it looked like there was not really anything there. And then he walked off like things were normal and just never returned.
Right.
So that was like a fear originally. But, with a day or two of just going through the motions, it's not as bad as I thought or as bad as, it could have been. He's still now getting jumpers up and going through that. Also, he's already been through that, so he would have just kind of shut it down or said, hey, this feels a lot like last time, where he would have probably just stopped. Also, I'm not sure if you guys watched that Nets game. Did you see what happened to Ben Simmons? He like stopped and held his back.
Right.
He like was like, ow, that hurt, type of stuff. And MPJ didn't do that. You have to expect that he was going to have these games where it was going to stiffen up or he was going to be tight and things like that. And they said they were going to be precautionary, even though they haven't been. I'm glad that they are right now.
Right.
It's terrifying, man.
I love that we go right there.
It's terrifying. I mean, come on. Like we're talking about a guy. Like this is the Michael Porter Jr. experience. Like he is a supreme talent.
Yeah.
He is the ultimate. You can't have your cake and eat it too player. It seems like he's like the most divine jump shot ever. But like, if any bump happens to him, you're like, oh my god. And also, why can't you eat your cake?
No, because if you eat it, you don't have it. That's the whole point of the saying.
We talked about this. We talked about this before.
I'm trying to explain phrases to you here. Like this is how it works. I would say, look, the Michael Porter experience is going to be like this forever. He's had 3 back surgeries. So the thing is, like, I see a lot of people that are like
this with Jamal.
we need the answers now.
Yeah.
Like, is he out for the year, or is this just a one-day thing? Like, to be honest, nobody knows. And all I would tell you is this is the experience. If he is back Friday, I promise you, I can't promise you, I would say with quite a bit of certainty that at some point in this future, another ominous absence will happen, and you'll be left to wonder, is this permanent or is it temporary?
My God.
It's just the Michael Porter experience, and you kind of have to buckle up for it. I will say that Harrison Wind put a video on Twitter just now of Michael Porter out on the main stage getting shots up, and I think it's meaningful for a couple of reasons, or for one reason, really. I mean, one, it shows that he's still getting shots up. This isn't like he's like in a brace or something like that. He's still mobile. But more importantly, he went out. There's a practice facility. Nuggets have one of those. They have a practice gym. You can go in there and get him.
Right?
He, like, to me, it feels like this was his way of coming out and being like, guys, I'm fine. Taking a day off, but I'm fine. I'll be back, Friday or whatever. So for me, whatever. It sucks. I would love to see him play, in part because this is a winnable home game. Only the second home game of the year so far, and you'd love to see him out there. I will say, though, I am excited now to get Bruce Brown in the starting lineup, which the Nuggets announced that they are in the starting lineup. Bruce Brown is going to replace him, and we've seen Bruce Brown replace Jamal Murray, and we've seen what that looks like. Great lineup. I love it. Now we're going to see what it looks like, and we didn't get any of this, I don't believe, in the preseason, of Murray, Jokic, and 3 defenders. We kind of get the opposite now, so I'm kind of excited to see what that looks like. Deb, what's your expectation for that lineup? Or do you have high expectations, I should say?
Yeah, I have high expectations for that. I just really like Bruce Brown in that starting lineup and also alongside the other guys. Like, the team just looks different. They flow differently. Also, in those type of games, it feels like Jokic just takes over. He goes back to himself, and he feels comfortable in it. So this is like a great bounce-back spot for him. But we've also seen how elite this team could be with that unit. It also switched up a little bit because Michael Porter Jr. is not playing. So I feel like it's like more defensive-minded. So that's where you try to see if this could possibly be like the better defensive unit.
Right.
I'm excited and have high hopes for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that everything, again, feels bad right now, but just a couple games ago, we were like, man, this team is so deep. There's so many interesting pieces. There's so many different ways that they can play. A lot of this, as with everything Nuggets, like it really goes as Nikola Jokic goes. So Nikola Jokic can really use Bruce Brown to his advantage and to the team's advantage because that's a guy that is streaky. He'll cut to the rim. He'll like do a lot of things that Michael Porter Jr. wouldn't do. Jamal Murray won't be doing. And can really alter the way that they play. And it just, I don't know, like there's something like exciting about like having a quicker lineup going against the old guard, like lumbering Lakers that I think is probably going to pay dividends. And I mean, I love anytime we get like just a cool, new, interesting look and we get Jokic just kind of like doing interesting, different things. And, you just sort of unlock different potential for the Nuggets on offense, and then obviously on defense, we know what he can do. So
I think this is a good opportunity too for Jamal Murray. Like he's going to have an opportunity to have a little bit more of a higher usage. There's no third mouth basically to feed. You got KCP, AG, and Bruce Brown, all of who just take the shots as they come to him. So I'm kind of curious to see if this is a Jamal night. If he starts to, we haven't seen a great Jamal night. This is a great opportunity for a great Jamal night. So I want to see if that happens. Russell Westbrook is also out, so tough luck for Denver. He's been a real anchor on the Lakers so far. But here's what this is. The Lakers have the worst offense in the NBA so far this season. The Nuggets have the third worst defense. This is a classic, movable object versus stoppable force. Like very, very, very curious to see what happens here.
Will they meet ever?
Well, I say that to say this. The Nuggets, if they give up 120 tonight, if they look bad defensively tonight, I do think there's reason to say, all right, let's pull the panic alarm. I mean, look, you played some teams that have scored some points, some teams that have been hot, some teams that have been good on offense, throughout the year. This is one that's not good, so let's see if you can't go out there and get some stops. Any other notes on this game, Dev? Any other thoughts about what you're looking for?
I really do hate that Jamal has to play against Patrick Beverly. That guy is just...
Oh, man.
I really do hate that lineup and that matchup. Also, just looking at it, I feel like that this is going to be a matchup where it's going to be Jokic versus Anthony Davis. I think they're going to put him at the center. They have been playing him there. So I'm excited for that matchup and just to see if Jokic's going to come out and be aggressive. We have not seen him start out a game or just try to just score every single time. And that's the Jokic that we all love and we're used to. And I feel like this is a bounce-back spot where he could, show everyone that he is still who he is. Nationally televised game, ESPN, coming off of a rough game for him. I want to see if he gets back to being a murderer.
Yeah.
I know, man.
It's also Anthony Davis.
It's true. This is the Jokic experience. All the experiences are coming into play. Is this early season Jokic where he's grumpy, he only wants to shoot 4 shots? We've seen this in the past. We thought we were past this in his maturation process. He seemed pretty disengaged. Although I contend that last game he was planning on sort of turning up the heat, but then he got in foul trouble and things sort of got away from him. But it was as I have had time to think about it, it was a pretty passive sort of non-Jokic performance, and I'm hoping that in and of itself is enough to spur him on to just want to come back out and reassert his dominance and remind the world who he is. We were talking that when Jokic has a game like that, I mean, first off, we see all of the tweets. Jokic mercifully not on Twitter, but that that stuff gets back to him in some form or fashion where whether it bothers him or not, it bothers me, man. It bugs me when people talk
This is what sports are, man.
Oh,
They're just
totally.
us caring so much
That's all
about
it is.
how and then we're just come on, show him. And then the nights when he does it, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's when you choose a champion to fight your battle for you. We want our champion to come out.
Some nights he's like, I don't want
I don't want to be your champion. We're oh man, that sucks for us. You're fine.
For us.
But I don't know. I don't know what
Nurkic gets to go laugh at us now. God damn it.
Nurkic sucked though. He was gonna laugh at anybody. Whatever.
True. All right, let's move on. There were some fun stuff that happened around the association today, guys. I don't know if you guys saw this. We're going to go play a little clickbait. Clickbait here. We're going to start with, did you guys watch last night's game? Spoiler alert, I did not. But I did see this viral moment going around. Devin Booker, let me set the stage. Devin Booker had 34 points. His counterpart on the Warriors, Klay Thompson, had 2 points.
Yep.
Had 2 points. It was a very lopsided night. But, Dev, lopsided also in the championship department, as Klay Thompson let him know. Go ahead and play that footage here real quick. Zoom in a little if he can. Oh, there it is, full screen. Look at this. He's just letting them know, I got 4 championships. The Devin Booker's talking. He's laughing. He's like, I'm lighting you up. And Klay Thompson, clapping back. Usually, I got 4 of them. Klay would go on to get thrown out of this game. He would get ejected.
Moments after this,
and Phoenix Suns would go on to win in convincing fashion against the Golden State Warriors. Dev, I'm so curious to get you, because when I saw this, and then you go on the timeline, the debate was who wins this, this back and forth. In your opinion, who do you say got him? Who got him?
Well, first off, this is a classic light-skinned guy battle.
the kind of Adam
it's
and I have?
really, it's not, it's no
I hope he didn't steal your point.
There's no threats whatsoever, honestly.
I hope he didn't take the thing you were going to
God
say.
damn it.
Is that what you were going to say?
That's a classic light-skinned guy point.
Yeah, everybody knows that. But really, of course, Klay wins the war, but Devin Booker won the battle. He gets to feel it right now. You're down, you're getting ate up, you're not having a good game, and I got under your skin to the point that you got kicked out of the game. You're out of your element. Klay Thompson's not a guy that gets ejected from games, and I don't even know if you could call that trash talking, but he knew what he could say, and he's just I'm going to use that until I can't anymore. I mean, of course, if you have 4 championships, you're going to be able to win that. And there's not much more that Devin Booker can rebuttal. You could just say, I'm winning right now. Like, okay. So I think that they both lost while winning.
It's kind of true. Yeah, I agree. Like, because Devin Booker, I believe, won the battle, as Dev so eloquently put. But also, like, Devin Booker. I mean, like his castle is built on sand. You know, like what does he have to stand
His
on?
castle is built
like
on
he's got
sand.
these big tough guy that all they do is like flame out. All they do is like puff their chest out and then get horribly embarrassed. But we've now gone through this 3 seasons in a row with the Suns where they're like running through, barking like dogs. They're like the guys that are like doing it, and then when it comes down to it, they just get like horrifically embarrassed.
This is why I think Clay wins. And Dev, you're right that there's the battle of the war, this or that. But here's the thing. Last year was the year where I said the Suns were the team that came out with a swagger that they were like, we're confident, we know we're going to beat you. And that fell apart. They lost by 50 points in Game 7 and got absolutely humiliated. To me, you got to change your approach, man. It's Game 4. You got to try something else out. Maybe be the quiet confidence or like, the Stone Cold Killer. Clay's like, I got 4 of them is to me another way of being like, you guys, it's October. It's not even November. We're not even in the first full month of the season. We're in this little half month. To me, it's like an ultimate, like, when Draymond last year on his podcast was asked something about, like, the Suns, would that have been a tough matchup? He's like, that's the team we just knew. We never were afraid of them. We knew we could beat them. I believe him. And part of me thinks, like, it's stuff like this. Like, Devin Booker doesn't like double teams, does like talking trash in October, a little bit quieter every April, every May. And so for me, I just look at this and I go, Klay Thompson just knew, like, bro, it's October. Of course I'm 1 for 8. Are you kidding me?
So does that mean that no one can trash talk the Warriors? Like, you just have to be quiet all the time?
No,
like,
no.
LeBron's the only one that can trash talk back.
The Suns have to try a new approach is all I'm saying. They just have to try a new approach.
They were winning the game, and he kept eating them up.
It was
What
October.
You just got to be quiet and just go into a corner.
Or be a little better. Maybe you clap back. Maybe you clap back with you should thank Steph for those. Something like that. You gotta change the narrative.
We only know what.
No, Booker went
Clay
to the
said
podium.
because he pantomimed it. Also.
He went to the podium. He talked about it.
Well, I know, but we didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, you should just bring it up. I'm telling you, if you got to talk trash, you got to change the narrative. That's all you got to do. Guys, I saw this on Reddit. We're going Reddit diving here. Nikola Jokic has been spotted back in 1991. Look at this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, the video game.
Sure.
Of course, I'm familiar with it.
House.
Look at the Statue of Liberty. Tell me that is not exactly Nikola Jokic.
Oh, that is crazy.
The thing that this tells me more than anything is that Jokic is a beautiful man, and that he has a classic face.
Such a classic face.
That he has, because I've seen Nikola Jokic's face in Greek sculpture. I've seen Nikola Jokic's face in all sorts of different ways. There's something about the way
Symmetry
that his face.
and
Well, his face is not symmetrical.
It's not?
No, because he's not. I mean, he's been through some things.
Have you thought about this, about the symmetry of his face before? Me neither.
Yeah,
but you can tell Eric had this lined up.
I should introduce myself. I'm a professional artist.
Yeah, but so you look at everyone's face?
I look at everything.
You look at everyone's face and
Hold
just
on,
judge.
is my
the-
face-
Yeah, I was gonna hold up.
Is my face
I noticed you got a
artistic?
haircut. I noticed that you've got a clothes. I notice everything.
I know that's right.
Adam, you
Anyway,
also
isn't
got a
this
haircut.
cool?
Nobody
Isn't it
cares,
possible
though.
that Jokic is a time traveler? That was my
Yeah,
point.
the Jokic of Liberty. That was what that was.
Jokic
that
of
was.
Liberty. And then lastly, this is a story that happened 5 hours ago, but it feels like it happened a week ago because it's already been memed to death. But Russell Wilson on his flight, not only did he not watch movies, not only did he not take a nap, he got a workout in the aisles today. According to our own Zach Steven, Russell Wilson, is doing high knees. He was doing high knees while guys were asleep. First of all, I don't know, Dev. Russell Wilson finds new ways to be ridiculous every single day he's on Earth.
I honestly think that he finds new ways to piss me off specifically. Like, I don't even follow the Broncos or like the Broncos, but it feels like he's attacking me. Like, he wakes up and just says something that he knows is going to get to me and is going to get under my skin. Like, the Wolverine blood thing, come on, man. And then also, I'm on a plane, sleep or tired or just going through the motions, and I see you doing all of this extra stuff. Like, just what are you doing this for? Do you want us to record you, or what is this for?
I feel like you specifically are triggered by this because We flew to Serbia, and Dev missed every meal because he was asleep the entire time. Wasn't like the
So
notion,
true.
the idea that anyone could get up and be active during a flight. has to
Dev
be
actually
really-
had like a beehive-looking wrap around his head. It was this big
Yeah.
to make sure that no light came in. So
Oh,
to
yeah, you
him,
have
it
to
felt like it
block
was
off.
dark off. It was
You got
this
to block off
big.
everything. I slept for what, 11 and a half hours?
longer than a person.
I slept for 0 hours on that.
Yeah, that was
so
crazy. I
tired.
seen your knees. I said, "Oh,
I
this
was-
is horrible."
oh, I was dying.
But really, though, I remember there was a baby that I made sure to get away from, and what is it, Russell Wilson would have been that baby that I wanted to
following
get
you
away.
around.
Like, I would have been like, "Hey, coach, get me away from this guy here. I need to go to another part of
Yeah.
the
You
plane."
imagine-
What is he doing? Also, I love that. That Zach blew up. Like, today was a big day for DMVR Broncos. He was all over.
Well,
it.
yeah, he just in reporting to the world, but unfortunately, it wasn't because we did something incredible. It was burying our starting quarterback. So thanks, Zach. Appreciate that one.
Also on Twitter, guys, a jersey leak from none other than the homie Alec Gwynn. Well, actually, I don't know if he's the one that leaked it. That would be
He
pretty
put it
great.
on
He put
Twitter.
it on Twitter, though, so that's how I saw it.
Oh, that looks like the old DU jersey.
It does kind of look like a
Yeah,
DU
yeah.
jersey. This is allegedly, we've seen like this, by the
Yep.
way, before, so it feels like it's right. That this will be the new jersey, which, by the way, they're wearing in like 3 weeks. There's another photo of it, Kale. I think you can see another one. All right, there's the back. And just for reference, this does look like a throwback. I also put it on there, Kale. It's a throwback to the Denver Rockets. You can see the old. There's Iverson wearing a very similar one to this.
That's the DU
There's
jersey.
Melo.
Yeah.
And then if you all go all the way back, there we go. We get Larry Jones wearing it for the Denver Rockets back in 1967. All right, go back to the original D-line.
So the difference here is that those are slab serif fonts, and this is not. This is a sans serif font.
Yeah.
So it's not an exact throwback. I am so unbelievably confused, flabbergasted. I have nothing but questions about the side paneling. What is that? Why does it say Nuggets on the side?
Yeah.
With what I have identified multiple times as a positive COVID test. Why are there blue bars that go up and down the side of this jersey? I don't like. If you're asking me like what I think about this jersey, I'm like, all right, it's a white jersey. I'll never get excited about a white jersey. I mean,
Really?
I mean, a primarily white jersey. There was the white skylines that we liked. But
You're
I would
saying
argue that-
Nuggets. Oh, I see. No, wait,
yeah,
Nuggets
but
jersey,
it's just
okay.
sort of in general, like the white. Everybody has a white jersey.
White
so I
Celtics
never-
jerseys are cool to me.
They're fine. Everybody has a white jersey.
Yeah.
The Nuggets. There was the version of the Nuggets jersey that was white that had the red, white, and
Pickaxe.
blue pickaxe in the middle. I would argue that in both of those white jerseys, there was something to catch your attention. There was a graphic element that was
Gotcha.
strong and heavy. This is just like a very. It's like there's nothing to hate about this jersey, but it's like it's pretty uninspiring. I mean, it's sort of like, all right, I do not understand what the hell they're doing on the sides. They're like doing very strange things.
It's similar to, I believe is it similar to the Rainbow Skyline? They had that kind of paneling on them. I think they did. The new Rainbow Skyline.
But
I
no,
think had that.
those were
Or
diamonds.
was it the shorts?
Those were diamonds, and it had the paneling on the side. To,
No, not the ones from last year.
Oh.
I'm talking about the black, the red, and the white Rainbow Skylines that they've done. I thought they had some kind of lineage on the side. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to
But
look it up.
anyway, it's so goddamn bizarre. In the fact that it says Nuggets at the bottom, also so weird. It's like there are things that people do sometimes where they don't really consider the fact that it's a continuous design. You know, they're like looking at the side panel. We'll put this here. Like, how does that relate to the front? It's not like
I
a
see what
box
you're
where
saying,
you
right.
don't see every side at the same time. Like,
Right.
this is a 3D thing you're going to be looking at a person wearing. Very strange. There's some interesting details. The collar, the ribbing has like a pattern in it. There's a lot of like for you little details on this, which that's sort of a Nike hallmark. They do that with all of this. There's a lot to look at. Like if you own it, like there's the half circle logo at the bottom of this thing. I'm sure that there's like some stitching that's sort of
Right.
interesting. Overall, like this is not a jersey I would buy, but I'm like, it's a jersey that like is a waste of time to hate. It's just sort of like a
A
like whatever.
non-offensive
Yeah, it's like whatever,
nothing
dude. Like
burger,
let's
okay.
go.
Do you think they'll put those out to the public to try to buy?
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Where are you going to buy one?
No. I will say that I won't, but I mean, I don't buy a lot of jerseys. I don't mind them either. I think it's fine. Like every year,
It's like
I
whatever.
kind of like the idea that every year you have this one weird jersey,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes they're cool, sometimes they're not, and sometimes they're in the middle. This one's in the middle to me. I do like, however, that they're trying to go back to this like red, orange, white Denver Rockets throwback. I think the last one, the Mellow AI one, was way better though. Like I like that one.
Well, I think that this is probably, I'll have to look. This is probably a combination of the era of the Nuggets that was like the dark blue with like the Mountain Peak logo. Like I would guess that that is where the font comes from, because if you look again, like it's not the same font as the Denver.
Yeah,
Rockets
and that you're right,
jersey.
and that is kind of lame. But you're right. I don't know. You're right. These are kind of nothing. I don't hate them. I don't love them.
Yeah.
I do like the concept though, and so I bump them up. So they get a little bit above average just because I like the idea of them.
All the time that we talk about the Denver Nuggets, like whenever I get on one of these Jags, it's sort of that like they always change. They never honor their past. They always look like a expansion team because they're constantly jumping back and forth and
Right.
changing things. And I like that this new era of ownership, and that they are actually trying to reach back and remind people this team's actually been around for like 50 years.
Right. There you go. All right, let's open up the DraftKings Sportsbook app and let Dev make us some money. Dev, I almost made bets earlier. I couldn't do it. I didn't trust myself. I was like, I'm going to wait for Dev. That's a true story. That's exactly how it
That's
happened.
hilarious. Well, a bet that I really like in this game, we'll just start off with, is they have the over-under at 230 and a half.
Under?
Sorry, just the over-under.
Yeah, I know, but are you
I
taking
think it's
under?
an under game. That's the Lakers. They're not fast-paced team, and they also like
Not good on
They try to
offense.
turn you over. Like that's like the way that they score points and things like that. I mean, Denver does turn it over, but like not at like a higher rate to like be able to push the pace. Like the Lakers aren't trying to push the pace. The Nuggets want to slow it down if they could. So I just don't see like how it would go over 230. I really like that bet. Another one that stands out, like LeBron James just stands out on nationally televised games. They're 0-3. I just feel like he's going to do everything in his power to just show like this team is so much better without Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Like I think they're going to try to trick you, and it'll be through LeBron, who also does not care. He's trying to get the record. He's going to try to
Shameless
score.
scoring,
He's going
yeah.
to try to score as much as he wants. So I do think that LeBron's going to score a bunch. They have it at like 29.5 is what I had it. He's going to hit the over on it. I just know it. So you might as well get that in if you want to bet.
I don't.
I don't either, man. Blood money.
KCP, what KCP has shown me is that he steps up in these big time games. This is also against his former team. So I really think that there's a little bit something there. He has these relationships with these guys. Still, he's really like a LeBron guy. And in
I'll
that
throw a
camp
little
and
on
things
KCP.
like
He's
that.
13 and a half.
And I think that he's going to have to play more, and he's been shooting. He's been knocking down shots. He's going to be aggressive. They're going to allow him to shoot also. Like when
Okay.
you have a guy they're just like, yeah, you know, he's not going to do this, and then he does that. He's also like starting to step out on him and show like he can do more. So I do like the 13.5. You could probably take it down to like 12 if you want to put it on the same game parlay, but he's going to score.
Yeah.
I just think so. And no MPJ, so it just opens it up. And then my lock of the day.
Lock.
This has to be a bounce back game for Jokic.
Oh,
they
boy.
don't have a center. They're going to put Anthony Davis on him. I think that the rebounds is what I'm going to go with.
Yep.
Until he starts scoring, I'm not, going to go with that. I do think this is a game he's going to just
13
say,
and a half?
he's just going to say F it. I think that you should put
Dude,
it in
he'll
the
get
same
he'll
game
get
parlay.
16
I
rebounds
think
a game. Like
so. 13. It had it at 12, and then it just
Okay.
now went up to the 13 and a half.
Okay, so everybody's taking the over there.
Oh, by the way, there is a
Great bonuses.
There
on-
is a Did you mention the bonus pack that's available
is it?
for this game? If you opt in, you get one standard 33% bonus. You get a 33% bonus for a live bet and a 33% bonus for a same game parlay.
For Nuggets only, too.
Nuggets
so,
and-
like, they had, like, 33%. There was, like, a 50%.
Well, it's
too.
for this game.
All right, single game parlay. Here's how I'm going to start this. You know who also is a nationally televised game player
Oh, boy.
and who also needs a bounce back game?
Jamal Murray?
Bones Highland.
Oh, boy.
He's
10 and a
I
half.
didn't even have him.
They have a bad bench. 10 and a half. Like, I just think he's going to
Yep.
have a really big night tonight.
you're
I think
right.
he's going to hit some threes.
I like it.
We can go over to the rebounds now, as you pointed out, and let's get Jokic rebounds at something here. They do have these bonuses, by the way, that these odds boosts. Let me see. Where's Jokic rebounds at? What do you think we should do as a safe one? 10 and a half? 11 and a half?
10 and a half.
10 and a half.
10 and a half. All right, it's not that great of odds. We got to add one other thing to
I tell you
this.
what, I bet one thing. I bet
What
one
is
thing
it?
only. The Nuggets to win the first quarter.
Man, I don't.
The spread is -1.5. The Nuggets been coming out, shot out like a rocket.
Yeah, but they still lose the first quarter somehow.
It's also the starting five. Like, their starting five is not good. They have to put Austin Reeves in there. They have Patrick Beverly. It's
Think
going to
the
be
first
just
quarter,
LeBron and
baby.
him. Yeah, I think that's a good bet.
Do you like it? Nuggets first quarter will be our last one, huh? Game props. Denver. Oh wait, where do I go to that from? From Game Lines. That's where it's at. Nuggets. Do we have a first quarter? Where's this at for this, Eric?
I don't know.
Oh, well, you're
I
the
bet it.
bit
I
here.
bet it in just a single game.
You know what? I'm going to take Bones Highland threes. I think he's going to hit some threes tonight.
It'd be
I'm
a
going to
game
take
prop,
two.
yeah.
I'm going to take two. All right. I got my bet here. We're at plus 205, which is like not that great for a single game parlay, but you get a 20% odds boost, get up to 250. I'm going to lay down my bet on it. Not bad. All right. I love these single game parlays. I love them so much. All right, Bones threes. We're going for it. Bones points, Bones threes, Jokic rebounds. That's our bet. All right, Nuggets Lakers starting up on ESPN, guys.
Oh,
Hit that
let's
like
go.
button.
We need this.
We'll see you.